Look, when it comes to watching any sports, any professional sports, you got your super casual fan, you got your casual fan, you got your fan, you got your super fan, you got your fanatic, then you got your analyst, and then you got your player, right? So anybody who watches sports can fall into one of those categories. I like to think of myself as somebody who is in the super casual fan category. That means I got shit to do during the day, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time watching every damn game. I also don't put that much emotional investment into any professional team. I recognize that these are all grown men and women who are paid to do a job. Some of them paid very well to do a job, and at the end of the day, they get to go home and take care of their family. And we who are watching got to recognize that when we go home, what they do on that field or don't do on that field really will not impact our lives that much. You still need to get up, go get your check, and take care of your own damn family. Why do I say all this? I say all this because I don't usually talk about sports all too often because I'm coming from that super casual fan perspective. But today we are going back to talk about sports. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I've talked about several times. We're talking about Mr. Shedeur Sanders. Look how easy it was for me to say that name. It's so easy for that name to come out of my mouth because I have no ill will towards that person. If I say his name 3 times, I don't think Candyman is going to appear. Why do I bring that up?
Stayed resilient together like I told you we needed to, right? Stay resilient together, and we fought together. How about Gage's big punt return on special teams? How about Corey, every single time you're out there pinning those guys doing your job? Great call. Offense wasn't perfect. How about that big play by Sam at the end? IB, huge play. Q, huge play. Harold making a big play. And then another rookie making his first start. Nice job, Shedeur. Well done.
Once again, we find ourselves at a very fascinating crossroads. Today is mainly about showing love and support to Shedeur Sanders because critics are so loud and vocal towards this young man. Again, a young man who for the longest time was not even getting a chance to play in the NFL and yet had every analyst, every coach throwing their opinion on what he was or was not. So I think it's important for individuals that just want to see a young man play, get an opportunity to shine just like anybody else, that when there is something good to talk about, you go out there and you show support, you show love, especially for any member of a minority community that's going out, putting themselves on their line, showing their passion. So as you saw right there, Mr. Kevin Stefanski took all of 2 minutes, 3 minutes to basically thank everybody who touched that damn field, everybody who admittedly was probably deserving of recognition except Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders almost didn't even get his name called. He got the title of rook, which I get it. Rookie in any profession, any field is going to get a little hazing. You're not going to get the respect that you maybe necessarily reserve. But this is an individual that went on a losing team, a team that he's only had 1 week, maybe a week and a half of practice with the ones, a team that has shown from the very beginning did not want him. When everybody, including your owner, comes out and says this wasn't our guy, basically you've been set up to fail. And yet, come this past Sunday, he got out there and he got the job done. And what's really important to recognize for us super casual fans and maybe even some casual fans, we don't really give a damn what the stat line looks like, right? As long as you were throwing more completions than interceptions, we don't give a damn about the numbers. What we do care about is at the end of the game, was there a dub or a loss attached to your name? And what happened at the end of this 60 minutes was Shedeur Sanders went out and put a dub on that team's name. We're talking about a team that has been on a streak of losses. We're talking about a team that has put so much faith and emphasis on a player that, let's admit, we don't think is all that good. A player that I think people in that organization realize is not all that good, but refused to have egg on their face, refused to admit that they made a mistake in placing Dillon Gabriel ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Now, I'm not saying that Shedeur went out there and played lights out football. What I am saying is that anybody watching the game recognize that there was a certain level of excitement amongst the fans and on that sideline when Shedeur trotted out on that field. You can't, look at your star player, right? An individual who has an unbelievable season right now. I think he just broke the single season sack record. We're talking about Myles Garrett here. To see his reaction to seeing Shedeur Sanders throw that long ball and it get caught almost for a touchdown to the 1 yard line, right? To see the reaction of an all-star player like that tells you everything you need to know. What does it mean to a guy who's probably going to get paid all the money he wants in the world, but does not care because he's never going to have an actual chance to compete because the Browns keep making stupid decisions, like placing an individual who has the best chance of giving you a winning record at 4th string, at 5th string, or acting like that individual does not deserve to have his name called in the locker room when it's time to give out awards and recognitions, when it's time to give out that game ball that says, hey, you went out there and you showed your ass today. We're talking about an individual in Shedeur Sanders, who is the first Browns quarterback to win their first game since 1995. We're talking about the year that my little brother was born, my 30-year-old little brother. It's been 30 effing years since you had a quarterback trot out onto your field and prove that they are legit or possibly in contention to be your franchise quarterback, win a game, and you can't even bring that up. All he gets is, hey, good job, Rook, Shedeur. It's disgusting, man. I want to end it on this, man. Look, it was crazy to me to begin with that individuals were going, this is the game. This is the game that's going to make or break Shedeur. He gets one game, 1 week of practice, one game, and I'm talking about even his supporters were saying, if you don't prove that you are an NFL-level quarterback, then we're going to fall back and we're going to let the critics take you over. And, of course, the critics were like, if you suck out there, this is going to solidify the point that you were never meant to be in this league. One game. He's the only quarterback I know in this league, and since y'all made him 5th round, the only 5th round quarterback in this league that we know. You get one game. That's just it. Everything hinges on you doing something in this one damn game with 1 week of practice. To me, if he goes out there and sucks, it's one damn game. We give kids, 22-year-olds, a whole franchise and tell them, take the year to figure this damn game out. In your second year is when we're going to really evaluate you. We've got some individuals in this league who got multiple years being the head of a franchise, sucked both those years, got sent to another team, and then got another 6 games to prove that they can make it in this league. But he gets one game to prove you either right or wrong, and I think that is just sick, man. Again, this man is literally being tested publicly before our eyes in a way that I don't think we've ever really seen. It's really, really fascinating to see how much attention this man draws purely based off of his last name. And now, having some actual footage on tape, it's going to be a lot harder for haters to bring up anything substantial about why he fell the way he fell, why he's being treated the way he's treated, and why he is not the starting quarterback for any franchise. In my eyes, in my opinion, if he sucked, it was 1 week and one game. If he was good, it's still 1 week and one game. There's a lot of football left ahead. So I just sit back and I go, you got to applaud the effort. You got to show support. You got to be happy for the young man. He finally got a decently fair shot at playing in this league, and he got a dub. That's all that matters. But I don't go, oh, this individual is going to be perfect every game. This is an individual who I expect to be Tom Brady, or hell, Patrick Mahomes, or hell, Lamar Jackson, or hell, Josh Allen for the remaining rest of the season. I don't. It's one damn game. But because the critics are so loud and because there's so much hate driven towards him, I go, well done, Shedeur. I hope that individual that calls himself a head coach is removed from your life, or that you're removed from the situation and given a real opportunity at a team that wants you. Either we're going to find out that Shedeur slept with this man's wife, or this man is just the ultimate hater in so much that he would rather lose than give this man credit for possibly being the next franchise starter. Let me know your thoughts. I was your host, GLW.